It lives! The DR-10 yet again, after replacing the slipper again for like the 9th time. Let's give it a rip. Wow, that was eventful. These things never seem to stay tight enough. I think I'm going to come up with something different for that. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, I'm George. Welcome to Tighten Up RC. And today we are going to perform a Franken mod on a DR-10. Why am I going to Franken mod it? Well, quite simply, I want to build something wild. I don't have the money to buy yet another set of spur gears and buy another 19 slipper pads because this thing just does not want to stay tight enough to really grip it. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to try to figure out a different method, a better way. Hopefully this works, and if it does, you guys might take this home and actually use it on one of your rides. Alright, let's get started. Right guys, so here's my modded DR-10. Kind of made it easily swappable between a drag car and a short course. You know, it's pretty easy to do. I've just added wheel extenders, you know, to bump it out a bit, so that way, you know, I have the larger track width and everything like that, where it would kind of emulate, you know, a short course truck. And the easy way just to kind of bring it back is these. All I got to do is just take the front wheels off, put the drag wheels on it, take these big boys off, take the, as you can see, the hex extenders in it. I'm not sure if you can really see that, but there's hex extenders right here. Just that way it makes it a little wider. So, like I said, the big problem I always find, for whatever reason, it's always been these slipper pads. I've tried the plastic ones, the white ones. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't hold up. It just will not take the torque. It just, nope. Done it for a while now. I've had this car for well over a year, and I just haven't really nailed down the magic of it. So today I'm deciding we're going to get rid of that. We're going to just take this whole setup right off, try something new. So first thing I'm going to do that, I'm going to remove these rear tires. Only really need to do it on the side where you have your gearing, just like so. This is a 7 millimeter for the hubs. Also a 7 millimeter for this. Very easy. Just really don't think that it was designed to grab all that well, to be honest with you. Very easy to take apart though. Save that nut. This spring, yeah, we're going to toss that. This whole spaghetti down here, yeah, I don't need that. That's is what it is. I mean, even the spur is kind of raunchy at this point. So here's my plan. I'm going to use a 57-tooth spur gear from the arrma. This actually goes to a Granite or Senton, pretty much the 3S line. It's 8 mod, so nice beefy gears. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this back plate on. I'm going to install the rear and the front slipper pads. Now, very important, make sure that this shallow end, you can see these nubs right here, how they pretty much are dead flat with that, and then you look at this side and those are running inward. This part, the flat part, is going to go down towards this plate. So now what I'm going to do, I know you're already saying, well, that ain't going to fit the shaft, right? There's just no way. Well, watch it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a bearing, pretty good sized bearing. This one actually measures, I believe, the outer diameter is actually 9/16 or about 14 millimeters. The inner diameter of it, if you can see it, is going to be about 9.5 millimeters. And I'm going to take that, just like so. I'm just going to plop it right in here. Perfect fit. See? No jiggly jiggly. Fairly tight. Now, I'm going to take another bearing. Smaller bearing. This is a 9.5 millimeter outer diameter, meaning that this outer diameter of this will meet the inner diameter of this bearing. And what you want to do, you're just going to want to push that in there. Make sure it's nice and flush. Slid out. And there you have it. You now have a 5 millimeter shaft hole, which this will now slide right over here and center right on that. Now, you notice I forgot to do one thing. Getting ahead of myself. Sometimes it happens. Remove this pinion gear. Get this thing out of here. We're not going to need this anymore. Get this baby gone. Now, fun fact, if you ever encounter this issue with the pinion gears, sometimes you get them stuck, they won't come off. Easiest way to actually do that, you just take a pair of pliers if you can, or something, and get underneath, like this, and just give it a little pry. And then you can actually take your 1.5, get in there, pull it right out, no problem. Okay, so now let me get my 2.5 mil. Haha, my 2.5 mil. Loosen these up. That way my motor will move. Now, I'm going to take this. Line that back up. Drop that back on. Just like so. Bang. Hey, look at that. No wiggly wiggly. That thing is nice and centered. Then we take... make sure I still got... always make sure you got the back one in. That usually helps. Without that, you got nothing for it to grab on. Okay, so that's back on there. That's nice and flush. I'm going to take the upper plate, put it back on. And then, we're going to take the business right here. Now notice, this one, bigger than the original. And that's good, because this is definitely going to provide more pressure on that plate. Sits right up there all nice. Now, should probably get a washer just to cap the top of that. Give me 1 second. Bad boy. Stuff that right on top of here. I'm going to take this, put the original nut back on. I'm going to sock this thing down nice and tight, because it can handle it. Sometimes what I like to do too, as well, just as an added assurance, I like the setting. I don't want it to back off. So I'll take a secondary lock nut. Provided it's the same thread size. There we go. and I'll just stick another lock nut on it. Double nut. There we go. Now it can't back itself out. Okay, next, going to install the pinion gear. Now this is an 8-mod spur gear. I'm going to use a 32 pitch pinion. This will work. They're very, very similar, very close. So, take this pinion. I'll find my flat spot. Make sure you always find a flat spot. Don't want to miss that. We're just going to tighten this pinion down. Notice how nice that lines up. And then what I'm going to do is set my mesh. Oh, it's a key thing, you want this gear to still move, but you don't want it to be flopping around. So you want the mesh to be pretty well close. And I'll tweak it around a little bit, get it to where it lines up. Jiggle, jiggle. Still not quite how I want it. Seems pretty nice. It's got a little bit of movement right there. See how you got a little bit of jiggle? That's a pretty good mesh. Alright. Slap the wheels on. Bang. 7mm. Again. And there you have it. You just dropped an 8-mod gear into your DR-10. Arrma, baby. Now let's take it out for a run. Welcome to the track. This is where it's all going to go down. I run all my tests. Every now and then, me and my buddies will get together. We'll have a little bit of a race. It's oval track. It does cut out. Has a little bit of a jump. It's around here, and we'll actually dump right back into the track. Like I said, this is all homemade. No crazy tools. Literally just hard work, rake, shovel. And that's the thing. Alright, let's tighten up, get it done. Alright, let's give it a go. Here we go. A little crazy. Yeah, getting it. Right, y'all, come to the end. Time to tighten it up. You just witnessed something crazy. Ripping out the 48 pitch team associated gearing and dropping in some arrma 8 mod. Hooks up pretty nice. It's definitely going to be a lot more durable, I feel. Hopefully this opened up another option for you guys. And as always, like, subscribe. See you next time.